What's up guys, it's the Casual Aussie back again for another Digimon TCG video. Today, like I've been doing with the Guy Red and Cocytus Blue Star decks, I'll be bringing you a Heaven's Yellow deck list essentially, using cards I've gotten from 2 copies of the Heaven's Yellow Star deck, minus anything I pulled in the booster packs, because those things are random as heck, and yeah, I'd rather have a list that you guys can play if you get Lucia deck at locals or something. That's essentially what I'm doing. If you have to buy 2 copies of the Star deck, regardless of your pulls from those booster packs, you can still play. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. Starting off, we have 4 copies of our only Digi-Egg. We have Tokomon. So with Tokomon, once per turn during your turn, when opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping its DP to 0, this Digimon gains 1,000 for the turn. It's a pretty solid baby for Yellow overall. Yellow Digimon are kind of really weak and lacking in the DP department, so hey, any boost is useful, and Tokomon fulfills that need that in there. It's just a nice simple card, and it reminds me a bit of Koromon from Red, but better than Koromon, I guess, and more fitting to the Yellow strategy. Anyway, moving on to the rookies, we have 4 of the Salamon, I don't know why I tried to put on a voice there, 4 copies of the Tapiamon, and then finally 4 copies of Patamon. Just move these up a bit, reducing them out. I changed the zoom in a little, so it might be a bit clunky. But anyway, Salamon, just the 2 hard play. It's nothing special other than that. Tapiamon, it's a 3, it's a hard play, 4k DP, so the strongest rookie in the deck. And then Patamon has the inheritable skill when its opponent's Digimon is deleted by going to 0 DP. Gain a memory. That's really it with these guys. I'm honestly not a big fan of Yellow, but me saying that, yeah, just watch the polls coming out tomorrow. Just watch the over the next couple of days. Just watch what I pull after me saying I don't like Yellow that much. I've already pre-recorded those, so anyway, that's sort of a spoiler, isn't it? But yeah, that's really all I have to say about these guys. Nothing too special about them, if you ask me. Though the extra memory gain is quite nice. Anyway, moving on to the champions. We have, let's see, we have 4 copies of Angemon, 4 copies of Unimon, and then finally 4 copies of Gatomon. Gatomon. That's what I'm supposed to be saying. So with Angemon, if your opponent if you have 4 or more security, gain a memory when attacking. So it's good to have some memory boosters for Yellow. It's great. The effect could be better, I'll admit. But hey, Yellow needs some more memory, especially with these high cost options in set 1, like Symphony number 1. That is 5 to play. Angemon isn't a bad card by any means, just a bit on the weak side. And then we have Gatomon. First time I saw this, I was like, is this a rookie? But no, apparently Gatomon's a champion. 5k DP, so it is at the range of Volcanodramon if you end up going against a Volcanodramon. Unfortunately, Angemon is not out of that range. So yeah, Gatomon, just 5k vanilla. Pretty nice card. 2 to evolve into, which actually for a level 4 that is... Actually no, all the level 4s I've profiled evolve for 2, don't they? Yeah, they do. What am I saying? Hey, it's cheap to evolve into, 4 to hard play even, so it's not that steep of a cost compared to something like Dark Tyrannomon. So then again, why are you ever going to hard play Dark Tyrannomon? But that's besides the point, it's an example. And then finally we have Unimon as a blocker. Pretty nice card, that's really all it's here for, just being a blocker, 6k body like Grizzlymon and Cordramon. Anyway, moving on to the Ultimates, I play 4 copies of Magna Angemon, and then 4 copies of, let me just grab the, sort it out, probably 4 copies of Angewoman. So So Magna Angemon, when attacking one of your opponent's Digimon, gets minus 1000 DP for the turn. It's a bit of a nice inheritable skill. Bit on the weak side if you ask me, but hey, those numbers add up fast, especially if you can combo this with like Seraphimon. Those minus 1000 DPs end up stacking pretty quickly. But anyway, then moving on to Angewoman. When you have 3 security cards or less, trigger recovery +1 on Digivolution. Which, hey, that's what Yellow's about. It's, security control, essentially. Like, controlling your own security, making sure you have an endless amount of security so your opponent can't attack into you. Pretty nice card. I do like Angewoman more than Magna Angemon, but that's just me, and I'm probably a bad Yellow player, aren't I? But anyway, moving on to the Megas. I did that again in the last video. Moving on to the Megas. I play 4 copies of Magnadramon. Yeah, Magnadramon. I think I said something else on my script over here. And then finally 4 copies of Seraphimon. So Magnadramon, just a big 12k vanilla body. That's all it is. 10 to hard play, 2 to evolve into. I was about to say the other thing around. And then we have Seraphimon. Probably the second favorite card from the Mega from the starter deck, honestly. When attacking one, your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4000 DP for the turn. So like Magna Angemon under it, that goes up to 5000 DP, which can wipe off the attack DP. I'm so used to Yu-Gi-Oh terms. To wipe off the DP of a lot of your opponent's Digimon, which can allow some of your other Digimon to beat over it, especially if it's a problematic card. It's just nice. It really is. That's really all I have to say about those guys. Unfortunately, Seraphimon is like 10k compared to like Metal Garurumon and what's it? War Greymon. That's the one I was looking for. But anyway, moving on to the option cards, and actually this changed from my script while I was putting this deck together, because recently I didn't actually know a lot about the Yellow deck as a whole, so I ended up testing one of my friend's Yellow decks, and actually changed my opinion on this card, because I really, like an idiot, I didn't read it properly. So we have 3 copies of Holy Flame, 2 copies of Heaven's Charm, and then finally, let me move this up, 2 copies of Seven Heavens. So we'll start with Holy Flame. On play effect, during your main phase, I guess that's what it's called. I think so anyway. One of your opponent's Digimon, gets minus security attack +3. So essentially, they're not doing anything to you on your opponent's side, and even if they evolve the Digimon that this was used on, they're still getting -3 for the turn. It sucks for them. Let's just say that. And then but they can still crash into your suspended Digimon. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, but it is a nice combo. Where it shines in security. All of your opponent's Digimon get security attack -1 for the rest of the turn. That's what it is. This card can help stall so much. I honestly was not a big fan of it, but then again, I did not understand how to play Yellow properly whatsoever. It is just such a brutal card in Yellow. Like, why did I not like this card when I was writing the script? I don't know. Then anyway, Heaven's Charm, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -2000 DP for the turn. So combo that with like Seraphimon, Magna Angemon, that's -7000 DP for the turn, which can take out mostly champions and below. All champions and below, and probably a few rookies. No, not rookies, ultimates. That's what I'm trying to say. Few of the weaker ultimates. That's what I'm trying to say there. Yeah, so we can take those out easily, and then the security effect added to your hand, and it's 2 to play, so it's cheap. It's cheap power down. It's a cheap debuff. It's nice. And then Seven Heavens, the Gaia Force, or the Cocytus Breath of the deck. One of your opponent's Digimon gets -1000 DP for the turn. That's what I was trying to say. Jesus, -1000 DP for 7 costs. That is silly. Why was I gonna say -1000? I guess because I'm trying to read it upside down. Let's just blame that. Yeah, minus 10,000 DP, that can wipe out everything ultimate and below with no boost. That is crazy how brutal that is. I'm just gonna say it. Ultimates and below get destroyed by this card. And combine this with something on your turn with something like Magna Angemon and Seraphimon. That's almost every Mega in the game as well. It's even Omnimon, if you somehow have enough memory to pull that off. It's just brutal card in general. I can see why Gaia Force is better, but still, Seven Heavens has some decent removal in Heaven's Yellow has some decent removal in Seven Heavens. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, that'll do it for the option cards. And then finally, moving on, we have the last three cards. Tamer card of the deck, we have TK. Good old TK, all your security Digimon gain plus 2,000 DP. With all these low numbers in power like Angemon, Gatomon, Angelwomon, like this DP boost and security it's stackable. It is insane that it is stackable. I'm just gonna say that right now. If you get all three of these out, your opponent's crashing into a Digimon with plus 6k, which most of the time puts them up to 10k. Barring like Patamon, I believe, it puts them up to like 9-10,000 minimum for everything else in the deck. That is brutal if you get all these three out. And anyway, that's really all I played for. 4 felt a bit cloggy and I wanted to play an extra Holy Flame. But anyway, that is going to bring me to the end of the deck profile. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Let me know what changes you would make to this deck. If you had the if you ran into the situation I proposed above, which is you lose your deck, you're forced to buy 2 copies of a starter deck to build a deck, and in your packs, what would you change? Or even if you got pack, or what would you put in from your packs? That's a good question to ask you guys. But anyway, link to Twitter in the description box below. Subscribe for more Digimon TCG content. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here for now. So until next time, stay frosty.